Hey, what's up?
What's going on, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you taking the time out to interview me, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome to episode 186 of the Blitzig. I'm here with Shawn McCollugh from Wilkes University, and I'm excited to have him on to talk about his journey of how he got to where he is today. So, welcome.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you.
So, how did your recruiting process start?
Um, to be honest, bro, it wasn't all like glitz and glamour. I was a small, really small receiver out of Upper Darby. It's like outside of Philadelphia. Like 20 minutes outside of Philly, 15 minutes. And I was a smaller guy, smaller receiver, really undersized. I didn't really start working out by myself, like lifting and like field workouts and stuff until like the 12th grade, my senior year. And that's when I feel like I really started getting recruited. I know a couple of coaches were really close with my head coach at the time, Rich Gentile. So it was like a lot of PSAC schools like Lock Haven. Lock Haven was actually my first offer. East Stroudsburg came and offered me. I was getting like a lot of D3s like Delval, Kings. I got a couple like preferred walk-ons to like other PSAT schools, but it wasn't the norm. I wouldn't say like I wasn't like a 5-star, 4-star getting like crazy offers to all these Division 1, Division 2 schools, but I was a guy who, worked and I feel like every offer that I did get, I deserved it and I earned it. And I feel like every coach that saw that in me came for me. So I ended up obviously going to East Stroudsburg, but the recruiting process, it was fun to me. I mean, I like going on like different visits and like just sitting there with different coaches, like learning about the programs and how I would fit and stuff. So it was average, I would say.
Hmm. How did your football experience go in high school?
Um, Again, like I wasn't the biggest. I remember my ninth grade year and I came in. I wanted to play running back, and because I at the time when I in Little League I played running back, receiver, played a little bit of quarterback in like a wildcat formation. I played corner and safety. So I came in. I know I just wanted to play offense, touch the ball, and get score touchdowns. So I was ninth grade, came in 98 pounds, maybe soaking wet, and the other running back there was like 150 already, 160. So I already knew like I had a little challenge ahead of myself. So I played running back, switched over to receiver my 10th grade year. Played a little bit of DB going into my 10th grade year. And then my 10th grade year, I feel like that's when I really like started striving as far as like practicing very well. I played JV all the way up to my junior year. So JV, 10th grade year, that's where I really like made my name. I feel like at Upper Darby. That's when like the coaches like started moving me up to practice with like the varsity receivers at practice. So then 11th grade year came around. That's when I got on like special teams. I started getting like reps in game as a receiver, like when we started blowing teams out or we were getting blown out, just little substitutions. I was getting in there, just getting some reps. Then 12th grade, my 12th grade year is where I really blew up. I feel like that's the year that summer leading up to my senior year. Actually, my house burned down. I had a crazy house fire and I lost everything. So that kind of like really motivated me to like put my family's name on the map and like actually like do something with this football thing. So I feel like 12th grade, that's when I kind of like, all right, I'm gonna take this thing farther. That's when I started working out more, started really training, and I feel like it showed. I scored 3 or 4 touchdowns, I think, that season. I had about, I want to say 20 something catches. I did enough to get recognized by smaller schools, um, and yeah, I feel like just that was the most like funnest I had playing football. Like that's all my best friends, all my buddies. That's when football was like kind of it was just a game. Like now, like college, you're out there and it's more than just playing football. It's like an actual job. So, I mean I loved playing high school ball, and I feel like that's what really shaped me into the man I am today.
Hmm. How long have you been playing the game of football?
I just turned 25, so I've been playing since I was 5 years old, bro. So 20 years. Long 20 years playing football. I started when I was 5. I played at the Wildcats, 69th Street, in the Delaware County. That's like 10 minutes away from Philadelphia. I started playing flag football there, and then I ended up playing with the juniors up with the padded football. I started playing with the Drexel Raiders. So I mean, ever since I was a kid, bro, like I've been watching football my whole life. Like my dad is a diehard Eagles fan. He was born in Georgia, so he's a Atlanta Falcons and Eagles fan. So I grew up watching Georgia football, Falcons and the Eagles. So I've always been around football, but the game I fell in love with the game at like 5 years old, bro. Once I got the ball in my hand for the first time and scored playing flag football, bro. So it's been a long journey, and hopefully it's not over yet. So hopefully I got some more years playing.
But what is your biggest strength and weakness?
Um, I want to say I'm gonna start with my weakness first. I feel like I'm a I tend to get in my head a lot. I'm an overthinker. Sometimes I feel like it's good, sometimes it's not. But I feel like I'm definitely an overthinker. I tend to like get down on myself whenever like say if I'm in game and I drop a pass. I tend to get down on myself and like let that like eat me up almost. So I feel like my mind I feel like is my weakness. I tend to overthink and just tend to put my mind in like different places where it doesn't need to be. I feel like my biggest strength is I feel like I have a lot, to be honest. Endurance. I feel like I'm very motivated. Like whatever I put my mind to, I go and like I'm an overachiever. I go and I do it. Like, I guess nobody. I would say nobody probably expected a kid like me to just go and play college football. Like a lot of people don't get the chance to play college football after high school, and I feel like it's a privilege. So once I got that chance to actually go do it, I feel like it was always in my head like I'm gonna go do this. I'm depending on who believes on me or not. I'm gonna bang on myself. I'm gonna put all the chips on myself, and I'm gonna go do it. So I feel like my motivation and like my eager to want to be the best and want to win. Like I just want to be the best version of myself all the time. So I feel like that's my biggest strength.
What were your thoughts on how this past season went for you?
Um, to be honest, it's you can always be critical of yourself. I feel like even like if you have the best season ever, to me, to be honest, it wasn't the season I envisioned. Like I wanted the All American honors and first team this, first team playoffs and a championship, obviously. Record breaking year, but that didn't happen for me, and it's okay because I feel like sometimes you need to go through that, and you need to go through some dark to get to the light, and obviously there's a lot of things I can work on. Like I know this, coming up, I want to get stronger, I want to get faster, I want my hands to get better. So I mean, I would say it was a season that I needed to actually like lock in with myself in my mind and tell myself like okay, like this is things you need to improve on, things you need to sharpen up. But I mean overall it wasn't a bad season. I don't think. I feel like at then like I got closer with my teammates, which is always a great thing. The whole experience, like I said, I wake up every day and I thank God it's a blessing to play college football, bro. It's like not so many people can say they've done it. Not so many people can say they went through the whole thing and got through the whole season. A lot of people quit throughout the way, and I'm just happy and I'm blessed that I made it out this season healthy, learned a lot, and I got to play ball.
Did you have any other experience playing any other sports?
I played basketball growing up too. Going up into high school, got I tried out for the freshman basketball team at Upper Darby. I didn't make it because I was too small. They told me I was too small, but nah, football. I mean, basketball and football was always my two things. And then I started track in 10th grade. I ended up quitting because I didn't like all the running. But yeah, I mainly just been like a track. Like I like sprints. Like I like just doing sprints. I like racing people. So I thought track would be like the best thing for me, but it wasn't. It turns out like I didn't like that. But basketball and football is the two sports I grew up playing the most. Still love basketball to this day. Like I'll go play pick up basketball with my friends and all that. But if I definitely wasn't invested in football so much, I think I definitely would have pursued a basketball career for sure.
How did you finalize the decision to go to Wilkes?
So my college football experience is kind of like it's been a wild journey. I started at East Stroudsburg University. That's in the PSAC. I got recruited there. I ended up committing there. I spent 3 years there on and off. I had some problems in the classroom, so I was redshirted my first year there. I was redshirted, then I graded to my grades. Then I was hurt one other camp going into that one spring ball. I ended up transferring just for my best interest. Ended up transferring to Lincoln University of PA. That's out in Oxford, PA. I transferred there. I spent a year there. Had an okay season there in 2023, and then I ended up transferring back to East Stroudsburg to graduate that May, and then I transferred to Wilkes to play as a grad student. So this is actually my second year at Wilkes, and my first year was last year. So the decision to go to Wilkes was kind of It's kind of easy, bro. Like East Stroudsburg, the head coach Jimmy Terwilliger there, he's best friends with the head coach David Beaver at Wilkes University. I always was like always familiar with Wilkes, always familiar with Coach Beaver, so we always like stay in contact. I remember the first time I got an approval from East Stroudsburg, Coach Terwilliger actually recommended me to go there and actually talk to Coach Beaver. And since then, I feel like he wanted me to come there. So after that second time in the portal, it was just like I like at this point, I want to get my master's and I want to ball. Like I just want the chance to keep playing football with no matter where it's at. So I went to go visit Wilkes and I loved it when I stepped on the campus. I love the atmosphere. I love the people. Coach Beaver is an amazing coach, an amazing guy. I love that guy to death. The coaching staff there was very warming. And it just felt like home. Like I felt like it was my second family away from my family. So it was the decision was kind of easy just based off of my morals and their morals kind of just lined up, and then school aligned up too. So that was another important thing. So it was kind of it was a real easy decision to go there.
What are some cool things to know about yourself outside of football?
Um, well, a cool thing. I'm getting my master's, my MBA in business, so I'm officially about to be done with school. So that's kind of a cool thing. Um, I'm kind of boring, bro. Like I like to work out. Like I go to the gym 4 days a week. Um, 5 days if I feel like it. I work out daily. Play the game. I play like Madden, 2K, things like that. I don't really have no other like really like hobbies other than gaming or like working out. Yeah, I would just say like the coolest thing is that I'm about to get my MBA in business. I'm about to finally start, making some money out here. So that's a good thing.
What is a typical day like for you during during the off season, like today?
Um, a typical day. Like I said, I kind of touched on it already. I lift Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday if I if I got time to live on Saturdays. But I lift a pretty good amount throughout the week, and mixed with that, when I do some field work, and I always get footwork in. So it's probably a day like I just wake up, I eat breakfast, go to the gym, get a lift in, get back home, eat like a post workout meal. I probably game for a little bit, do some studying on some film, or just just trying to study up the game and just trying to get better with coverages and stuff. I play receiver, so I try to try to study coverages and stuff and try to read different coverages and try to how to break those. So midday I probably go out to to the field and do some footwork things. And I know at Wilkes we have like an indoor facility that inside of our weight room, so I get some footwork done in there. And then after that, I just get home. I either eat, game, or like I said, just study up. I'm kind of a football geek, bro. Like I would like my whole YouTube searches and anything on TikTok is all football related. Like techniques, different footwork drills, different lifts. So I'm always trying to study the game and get better one way or the other. So the off season is just me grinding, bro. Like it starts right after the season. Right after the season starts, like our last game, I'll probably take like a couple of days off and get right back to it. Every week is a new week. Every day is a new day to get better. So that's how I approach each off season.
Who in your family do you look up to and why?
I would have to say my parents, bro. Like my mom, my dad. They both instilled in me something that I feel like I could only got from them, and that's just being the best version of myself. Like my mom is a very decorated nurse in her field in Philadelphia, so she's already has like that big name. So I every day I chase to like be as successful as she is. Just as far as my dad, is somebody who he's grown up from a small town in Cairo, Georgia, and he's successful today. So I feel like they both put instilled in me how important it is to work hard and you know treat every day like it can be your last. Treat every day like it's your last 24 hours and go out and go out and do your best. Give it out. Give it your all. And I look up to them the most, and I do everything is for them. They've given me so much in my life, and like I said, going back to that house fire that we had, that was a house that I grew up in my whole life, and at that point at the time, I feel like my parents lost everything just as much as us. So I always from that moment, I've always chased this dream to make it to the NFL, CFL, USFL, and anywhere just to give back to them, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Giving back to the people that helped you out throughout the way and gave you that gave you life, and I feel like there's no other two people I'd rather look up to than them.
What current or former NFL player do you compare your game to?
I got a couple. I would say my favorite receiver ever is Deshaun Jackson. That's my favorite receiver. That's the receiver I first started growing up watching. Obviously on the Eagles, big. That's my hands down top all time player of all time, Deshaun Jackson. But I feel like my game has changed over the. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm 5'8", 155. So I'm a very small slot receiver. So I would. I don't know if you know the player Tank Dell. He's on the Houston Texans, but that's somebody I would like if I had to compare somebody like very twitchy, can move, is very fast, reliable, can catch the ball in the open field and make plays and make people miss. I feel like Tank Dell is probably my closest comparison if I had to compare myself to an NFL player today.
What makes you a unique player on the football field?
Um, my will, I feel like I said, I'm small and I'm a very small receiver. So I tend to use that as my advantage. I know that other guys are fast, obviously, but I feel like my quickness and my twitchy ability, I'm able to get around people, and if you give me the ball in open space, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go make somebody miss or get them yards to get the first down or whatever the case may be. And whenever like a third down is short, a fourth down type of play, and you need a dog to just to go out there and go get it. I feel like I have that dog. I'll go make the block on the big linebacker. I feel like my dog, my ability just to go out there and do it and do it for the good of the team. I feel like that's probably my biggest like thing on the field that kind of separates myself.
What was your favorite football memory playing back in your high school days?
Biggest. Um, I would say so. We had a I have a couple of those too, but I'll give you one. I had a all-star game that called the Hero Bowl in Delco, Delaware County, and it's kind of like you got selected to play there during the season. And I wasn't selected to play in it, but a lot of people weren't like they picked a couple people that that weren't able to play in it, so I was kind of like a substitute. So I came in and I wore number 32 for the All Star game, and when I got there, there's guys that didn't think that like this guy, I don't, he shouldn't be here, he shouldn't be in this All Star game, whatever the case may be. Every time I was on the field, I was getting people was talking crap to me and all that. And I remember the one play we ran like four verts and I ran like a post. I just kind of like did my own thing. I seen like an open spot in the middle of the field and I ran a post and I scored a touchdown. I feel like that was like my best moment in high school just because like that was like the first time like all right like so many people riding me to tell me I can't do this and I was doubted and people he's so small like he shouldn't even be here. He didn't have that great of a season. Why is he in this All Star game? And I ended up scoring, making a big difference in that game. I feel like that kind of like when I made that, I was like, well, like I'm here, like I can do anything. I put my mind like mind you, this All Star game was flooded with talent all over Delco. So I felt honored just to be a substitute in it, but to score a touchdown and make a difference in the game that kind of like blew me out the order. So I would say that was my probably my best memory.
How many hours a day do you take the time to study uh, the film and to get better with it?
Um, Depending on the day, I like practice film, like say if like a day after practice, I would watch that whole practice, like from whatever we did from ROAs, routes on error to scale to team periods, individual. I like me personally. I like watching people like Devontae Adams, Tank Dell, Deshaun Jackson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith is another great person I study. So I tend to look up little highlights and like little like even like I would get like game like I would just look up Eagles their last game and I would just study everything that Devontae Smith does as far as blocking or his routes and him in the slot, him in the outside. Even like I even tend to stay up and just look up different drills to make myself better. Either footwork or different drills that I need to do to better myself. So I spend a quite a good amount of time watching film. If I'm just chilling around the house, like it's my off day from working out, you probably catch me watching film for at least 3 hours straight. Take a little break and then I'll probably get back to it. So I would say a good 8 hours throughout the day. Separated. It's how much like film and like me, even if that's me on TikTok, just looking at different things to get better. Like I said, I love reading coverages. So like even when I play Madden, I try to like actually study like cover three, cover like I do all like the little things because like I said that matters a lot, especially when you play receiver. Just know how to beat a coverage. I feel like beating coverage is the first thing you learn. You'll be unstoppable as a receiver. So I feel like film is very important to me.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Game. Like I said, I'm a big Madden 2K guy. I play a little bit of Call of Duty. I like working out though. I feel like I have a passion of working out. And even like I'm started to like to make content like on TikTok and stuff, just doing like different workout videos and either whether that's just me vlogging like me at the gym and what I do, or trying to help people out like you should do this, do this, do that. But I feel like content creating is taking over, and I feel like from here on out, like my free time will probably be now just working out and creating like workout content and stuff. So my free time is definitely creating content on that and gaming for sure.
What is your what does your future look like with your football?
So obviously like I said, I'm not done playing. This was my last year playing collegiate football, but I don't see myself being done with the sport. I'm I'm obviously still open to playing, and right now I'm just training my butt off to get whatever opportunity that comes my way. Right now I'm in the middle of making the tape and just trying to get that out to different agents and stuff like that. I'm hoping to keep playing this game as long as I can. With all the opportunities there are now, in professional football, just being honored to play for any league that wants me. Whether that's me having to go to USFL tryouts or XFL tryouts or anything just to get my name, just get my name in there. Right now I'm really focused on getting bigger, stronger, faster, getting a faster 40 time. Right now I run a 4.56, so I'm trying to get that down to at least a 4.4. And I'll be good from there. But yeah, right now just trying to work on getting into a place.
Thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day to come on to talk about your journey. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck with everything. And I'll definitely stay in touch with you.
Yes, sir, brother. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Have a good
So you
day.
have a good one. Yes, sir, bro. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.